Root work, feel that natural flow. Root work, stay fresh wherever you go. Root work, I like the way it feels. Root work, the magic is so real. Root work, you need it for work or play. Root work keeps me fresh throughout the day. Root work.
Not even a language barrier, it's just pipish. What's up, Lily? What's going on, Lily? All right, Lily. All right, Lily is about to get that bush meat popping. I ain't mad. Don't call up to hear. Let us hear your food. All right. I'm not mad at you. It's dinner time over there, I see. All right. Get you some ugusi to go with that bush meat that you're about to cook up over there. All right. Let's get all right, come on. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Raise your hand if you are ready to get on. All right, let's get the tethernator. Let's get the tethernator in the building. The tethernator in the building.
A night or two later, Luke got like 73 or something like that.
What's up, tethernator?
We all know the great Will has the record of 100.
Oh, tethernator.
What's your name? Hurry up.
What's going on, man? The tethernator, what's happening, brother? Yo, the tethernator. All right, unmute your microphone, brother. Okay, you don't have it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about Puffy.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I wanted to talk about how the fix was in.
Okay, let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, when they arrested Keefe D, I knew they was gonna get Puffy because if they can't get him for this, I think they're gonna charge him for the murder of Tupac. What do you think?
No, they're not going to charge him for the murder, but they might tie that into like a conspiracy if they show that there was some kind of money exchange after. So they might try to throw that in there. I don't know. It's so all over the place with this whole thing. I think the reason why they got Puffy is because he got videos of some high profile people that he had in his vaults on the low for a long time. And I think that's why they got him. So yeah, they're going to tie all of this other stuff into the case. Let's get Ranjan. Let's get Ranjan. 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 Let's unmute your microphone, sir. Ranjan, unmute your mic. All right, come on, people. Let's get it together. We got a lot of folks in here. We're trying to make it run smoothly. We got 1,200 people in here. Let's make it run smoothly. All right, let's make it run smoothly. All right, let me raise your hand, family. Let's get Gray Matter. Get Gray Matter. Gray Matter, you ready? Gray Matter, where you at, man? All right. Celine, let's get with
Hey Tariq, how's it going?
what's up, Gray Matter?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually originally African, and I'm calling from Canada. I've been listening to your show, and it's been just lots of information. I've been educated, to be honest. But I do want to say something. I feel like there's a lot of generalization and conclusion made about lots of Africans. Like, I feel like the guy who called from Kenya. Genuinely, I might be naive, I don't know, but I feel like he wanted to learn. get some new information out there, and you just shut him down. So
And which guy?
um,
Hold on, which guy are you talking about?
I think there was some guy who was talking about Barack Obama, I think.
Oh, that guy. I don't know if he was from Kenya. I think he's Somali. He was trolling. He wasn't trying to get any good information. Let me explain to you, man.
Yeah,
A lot of people who are some of your fellow non-FBAs,
yeah,
they like to come around our spaces to waste time so they can get some damn attention. It's not our job to sit up here and let people waste our time all day, just sitting up here acting dumb, asking bad faith questions. We don't entertain that. And then that guy, he comes in the room all the time doing that. Several people have him blocked. So you have what we call time wasting tethers who like to come in our spaces for the sole purpose of just wasting time. Nobody pays attention to these guys. Nobody gives a damn about them. So the only time anybody will even acknowledge their existence is if they come around us and hop in our spaces. So we don't want time wasting trolls around us. But
okay,
so what
yeah,
other misconceptions do you think people have about Africans?
yeah. I just feel like it's just the same way we say. I've heard lots of Black Americans, and it's true. Like we have, like immigrants who have misconceptions about the countries where they go to, like the people who are there, like the Black Americans or the Latinos or this kind of people. They make some really stereotypical comments or have that kind of really bad misconceptions that project a bad image about the people. I live in Canada, so I do know how harmful those stereotypes can be, especially about the indigenous people who live here. So I might be naive, but I just feel like your show is a very good platform to like educate people like myself who really don't know. I live in Canada. I don't know many Black American people, obviously, and it was on your show that I did hear for the first time about FBA. I didn't really know anything about it. So, like for example, for before listening to your show, I would have thought for the life of me that Barack Obama was considered a typical Black American. You know what I mean? So now I understand the need to delineate from other people based on issues that have come up and political necessities and all that. But I feel like sometimes some opportunities are missed to educate. Not everybody's calling to troll, to be honest, and that's all I wanted to pass around respectfully. That's all. Yeah.
I respect that. And let me. I'm gonna land your plane and address that. Yeah, for those who are confused, Barack Obama was a tether. Barack Obama was not of our lineage. Barack Obama has zero foundational Black American lineage in him. That's the reason why he was selected to be president and the first so-called Black president, because he didn't come from our lineage. And that's why I started picking up on this thing, how the white supremacists, they know how to choose folks and select certain Black folks based on lineage. White people are very, very in tune and keen to lineage. They know about lineage. They know who to get from where and what they're going to bring and what kind of energy they're going to have. The white supremacists are very hypersensitive about that. They understand certain Black folks from certain lineages, they're going to be a certain way, and some are going to be more aggressive, some are going to be more docile. They know. That's how they set up the slave trade over here. They knew who to put in certain areas, and they knew who to keep out of certain areas. They knew not to get, for example, and this is why y'all need to watch my movie American Maroon. We break this down how when the Seminole War was going on in Florida, and that was a Black war. That's what they called it. They called it a Negro war because most of the people who were fighting on the military side were Black Maroons, the Black Seminoles. And they were beating the brakes off the U.S. government, and they were trying to put them back into slavery or put them into slavery. Some of them never were enslaved, but some of them were. They were rescuing people. The Black Seminoles were rescuing people off plantations. In fact, many of the plantations in Florida were burned down by the Black Seminoles. That's why you don't see too many of them standing up like tourist attractions in other states and cities. The brothers burned most of those joints down. and they were freeing people on their own terms. And the U.S. Army, they had to come to a conclusion. They were like, we can't, even if we do capture a couple of these guys and then put them back on the plantation, the slave owners was like, we don't bring them back. What are we going to do with those guys? If you bring them back on a plantation, they're going to get everybody else turned up. You got to get them the hell out of here. That's why they said, they made a deal with the Black Seminoles for them to go out to Oklahoma. They had to make a deal with them. They're like, we can't put them back on no plantation. These dudes, they got the taste of blood in their spirit now. They didn't kill too many white people. It's nothing for them to kill white folks. We can't put them on a plantation. They'll slit our throats, which was going to happen, which was definitely going to happen. So they knew. They said, we got to get some people from somewhere else. We can't get them. Yeah, that lineage is different. Yeah, we got to send them out west. That's why there were so many black folks on the so-called Trail of Tears. There's a lot of black folks on that, and they went out to Oklahoma. That's why Oklahoma has the most black-run cities, the most black-started towns, the towns that black people started. Most of those are in Oklahoma. Did y'all know that? Y'all Google that. Most of the black-run towns in America were in Oklahoma. It wasn't just Tulsa. It was so many others. Oklahoma had a lot of black folks out there getting it popping because they had that maroon energy. They just don't talk about it. That's where Bass Reeves was out there. Bass Reeves, who they got the idea for the Lone Ranger. That came from a black man, Bass Reeves. Lone Ranger. That's why he had what did I say earlier about them getting the template of a black person and then putting a white person in it? That's what they did with the Lone Ranger. They saw a black man, Bass Reeves, who was a lawman who had a Native American, red Native sidekick. And Bass Reeves was living with the Native Americans because he beat up his slave owner, got free, and went to Oklahoma. And he was living with the Black Seminoles and the Creeks and all of them other Indians. He was living with them. There's a reason why they didn't go up there to get him. He beat up his slave owner and got free, and they didn't even go to Oklahoma to get him. They knew what an ass whooping looked like. That's why they didn't go get him. They're like, we got to charge that nigga to the game. But you got black folks who was whooping ass up there in Oklahoma. Even when the Tulsa race riot happened, the first day, black people were beating the brakes off them white supremacists. That's why they had to go get planes and drop bombs. Black people were putting them things on them white supremacists out there. The white supremacists like, oh, damn. These niggas ain't regular. We can't punk them out and run down on them like we do other black folks. They with the business. So we got to go to stage 2. We got these planes and we're going to drop these bombs on them. They literally had to get in planes and bomb people, man. You do that out of fear. Yeah? You don't do that if you win in a toe-to-toe fight. You understand? You do not do that. You don't hop in a plane and drop bombs on people. And that's the first time a bomb was dropped on United States soil. It was black folks in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The first time a bomb was dropped on this soil. Yeah? They dropped it on foundational black Americans who were descendants of the Black Seminoles. Go watch the movie American Maroon Family. Our history is deep and rich, man. Salim, what's up, brother? Brother Salim.
Assalamualaikum.
Hello?
Assalamualaikum.
Oh, it's the sister.
Hello.
Hey, Sister Salim.
Yes.
Sister Salim, you're going to have to take those earpieces off. Your sound is horrible.
I'm Indian. Well, I'm not talking English because I don't know about them. So
Dear, I can't hear you, dear. I can't hear
Yes,
you.
I'm talking Hindi, but I don't know what I say.
Beloved, I can't hear you. You got to do something with that phone.
Hello.
Dear, you're going to have to move your burqa to the side or something. You're very muffled. I cannot hear you, dear. I'm trying to give you the microphone, but you got to be clear. Salim?
Yes.
Okay. Why is your phone so janky, dear?
Which place is followers plan?
Okay, I just, ma'am, I'm trying, but I can't. I got to get you up out of here. All right, let's get KB Barbie. K Barbie. All right, is this a dude? That sounds like a dude name. K Barbie, are you a dude? That sounds like.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's happening, K Barbie?
Um, I just wanted to say that I hope everyone's having a great night. Um, and yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that was a dude, even with that name. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like one of T.S. Giselle's people. That's all right. Not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. Not knocking him at all. But just an observation. We got listeners from all spectrums of life, and we welcome everybody to listen.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at official FBA.com. Get your copy today.